Hey guys, Chris, Midwest Bass Hunter. Today I want to talk to you about a new bait I got, the bee bait. So earlier this year, this company contacted me, Bee Bait, and they asked me if I wanted to try their new product. So I got to looking around. It looks like they're from Korea. So it's a company from Korea that's making bass fishing lures, or just fishing lures in general, not necessarily for bass. I mean, you could use them for whatever. And it's kind of a different lure. It's called bee bait, and what that stands for is bleeding bait. So the bait actually bleeds when you put it in the water. So here's the bait. They only make one style, and it's like I don't know what you call these. I've seen some other stuff like these, and they actually call it a, I don't know how you say that. CTHULHU? Thulu? I don't know. But anyways, so they sent me a couple boxes of these. I got a whole bunch of different colors. And then there's two little containers here of these little pill things. Let me show you. Just tiny little pellets. And this is what makes the bait bleed. So what you do, you take the bait, there's a hole in the top right here. You push this down in there, and it comes with this little stick. Just push it in there. And then now that little pellet's inside of there. And there's two little holes on the side of the bait. And that's where, when water gets in there, it'll cause that to fizz and dissolve and bleed out the side. I've got two in here. One is shrimp flavor, tasty. And the other one is bait fish. I'm gonna take one of these and I'm gonna stick it in a bottle of water here so we can see if it bleeds. All right, so this is the bait. I just put that little pellet in. We're gonna drop it in this bottle of water and we'll see if it actually bleeds. Oh, there it goes. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's starting to bleed. Oh yeah, cool. That is really neat. There you go. You can see it bleeding out of that hole.
I wonder if we let it sit for a while.
So like most predator fish, bass are no different, but they key in on blood. So if there's blood in the water, and I've read that a bass can sense or taste a drop of blood in the water from 100 feet. If there's a bait fish that's hurt in some way, they're going to be able to sense that blood or taste it from 100 feet away. It's going to be pretty interesting. Now, the actual act of it bleeding probably isn't as important as the actual scent or the flavor of the blood of the attractant. So, yeah, this could be pretty interesting. I actually have one tied on. They say you're supposed to use a 5/0 or a 6/0 hook, so I got a 5/0 hook here. A 6/0 is actually pretty big, but yeah, a 6/0 would work here. And I'm just gonna fish this thing weightless. It's actually, it actually weighs quite a bit, and it's got a pretty heavy salt ratio to it. So I think I should be able to cast it pretty good. I have this on a Lew's TP1 speed stick, 7-foot medium heavy. And I got a Lew's Tournament MB 7.5 to 1 on here. And braided line. I think normally I would fish this, especially at this place I'm at. I would normally fish this with fluorocarbon line. But the water's actually a little bit dirtier than normal, so it probably won't be an issue. So I'm gonna take this down here and see what I can catch on this crazy lure. You can see it's actually turning the water red in here. So I just dipped this thing in the water, and you can see it's dripping blood. I picked this watermelon color because it pretty much catches fish everywhere. So we'll see. It's stinky. Now I'm stinky. I touched the blood. Oh, I threw it right on the bank. Trip. There's a fish. He's a dink. There we go. He picked it up and ran off with it. There we go, caught a fish on it. Put him back. So after kind of trying this bait today, I haven't had real good luck, but I did catch one fish. I don't know, it seems like the little fizzy pill definitely dissolves pretty quickly. So this top part is hollow. There's a whatever you want to call it. There's a tube. It's like a tube, and so you can, right here where the hook goes, you can push the little pills down in there, the little pellets, and then they're supposed to bleed out of this hole. Well, every time you move the bait, you pull it, and you actually force water through that hole, which, yeah, I understand that's kind of what makes it, you know, bleed or whatever, but man, it goes through the pellet pretty darn quick. So I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna put a pellet in here, and then I'm gonna see how long it takes for it to be pretty much gone. There's a fish. Oh no, I lost him. Dang it. I let him go. Had a fish on. So that was the 5th cast. Hooked the fish. Let's see if there's any sauce left in this bad boy. Don't see anything red coming out. I don't see any more red coming out of there, pink or nothing. So that is a little disappointing to me, because if I gotta pop a new one of them pills in here every 5 casts, man, I don't know that really is gonna work for me. Let's see if I can catch this fish again. Now, that doesn't mean you won't catch fish on this bait. I mean, but the whole point of it is supposed to be the bleeding. Then I don't know. All right, so I don't know what I think about this bait. First of all, I have no idea what they cost. These were given to me, so the company that makes these reached out to me, wanted me to try them, sent it to me. So I do not know what they cost. I think you can buy them. They're doing like a Kickstarter campaign to try and I think raise money. I don't know, maybe you can even invest in these things. I'm not sure. But I know they got a little Kickstarter page. I'll put it in the description in case you guys want to check these out. But they have different packs you can buy with different, you know, amounts of baits and amounts of the little pellets, or the capsules they call them. I've been calling them pills and pellets, but they call them capsules. Now today I only tried the bait fish. It really didn't seem to do much, I mean, to help. I caught one fish. Now my son was with me fishing all day. He was fishing on with a spinnerbait and a frog and some other things. He didn't catch any fish, so if it gave me an advantage, it was an advantage of one fish. Now I did have 2 other bites that I missed. I tried this watermelon. I did not try the white, and then I tried the pink one, and I had 2 bites on the pink one. So let's just talk about the bait. As far as like the little capsules, I'm sure they help. I mean, fish attractants work, right? But they just go away too quickly. You use the bait a little bit, like I said, 5 casts, and it was gone. I did 5 casts with 2 capsules in there, no difference, it was gone. At least the, you know, physical evidence of it. Now maybe there's some leftover, you know, flavor, all that, I'm sure that's true, but you're not going to be wanting to put a capsule in there every few casts. I mean, you're not going to want to do that. So now a good use I thought of it as maybe as a follow-up bait. So if I'm fishing with a spinnerbait, or if I'm fishing with a frog or something like that, and I'm missing fish, but they're biting, maybe then you throw this in there as a follow-up bait. A lot of people will do that with a Senko, Texas rigged, or a wacky worm. So this could definitely work for that. And then you're not casting it constantly, so you're not, you know, using up the little capsules in a hurry. Now, let's just talk about the bait itself. I was really impressed with the actual bait. You can't really put a weight on this, because if you put a weight right here, then this is going to go down this end. So it's designed so that it falls like this, and these little appendages, it's like a little squid, they go up, and then when it settles, then they fall back down. And it's a real neat look. I mean, it's definitely a finesse-y style look to it. Now, usually I would be somewhat apprehensive to throw soft plastic baits without weight on a bait caster. This, you know, I'm not that good, but I know a lot of people can do that. But this was easy for me to cast. Actually, I weighed this thing before I left my house this morning, and it weighs 4/10 of an ounce, so it's almost a ½ ounce by itself. Then you use a 5/0 hook, and you're probably looking at 5/8 of an ounce right here. So, and it casts like a missile. I mean, you can throw this thing no problem. It's no issue at all. And like I said, the top part is hollow and the bottom part is solid. So what happens is it just falls down every time. It falls the same way. It never falls this way. It always falls with the bottom side down. And that's why you kind of Texas rig it with this being at the end of the hook. Now, I was thinking about how would I fish this, maybe if I wanted to fish it in deep water, maybe 20 foot plus for smallmouth or something. And I was thinking maybe you could take your hook and maybe hook a drop shot weight right here. That would make it fall quicker, so you could get down to the deeper water where the fish are. Something you could try. So I guess I'm not sure on this bait. I wonder if they did something different with the capsules, made them a little bit harder. I don't know. Or if they had it so this was just a through thing, you put the capsule in there, because you can put the capsule in through the side and not have this open as a tube through there, because it really uses it up in a hurry. But it's an interesting little bait, and depending on what they cost, just the bait alone I think is a great lure without the attractant. But you know, if the attractant could give you a little, you know, I'm sure it gives you a little bit of a leg up, but not if it only lasts 5 casts. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching today. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that little bell so you don't miss anything. I'm always checking out strange new stuff like this to see, you know, if it'll give me an edge as a fisherman. See you next time.